As of yet, I'm still unapologetic. When I first started recording these talks, I never wanted it to be something to explain negative takes on the world. Originally, it was uplifting steps that can really uplift people, empower them to where we can take what we have and make the most of it. But as I see it, people are too stuck into themselves. They have too much ego. They don't have discipline. They don't care for the bigger picture. It's all about what's pleasant, what looks good, what feels good. That's why when you hear in these truther circles, it's just the same old talking points. It's always pointing a finger at someone else. I'm not saying that no one's to blame for certain things, but even the things you do in your own life, the things you don't watch, what you say, how you treat people, all that comes to bite you in the end. But somehow in your little mind, you're always right. You're always the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And all the other sheep that flock after you believe that shit because they're the same fucking way. They're just too scared to do it. So they follow you, right? And it's not aimed at anybody in particular. This is just how certain people are. It's sickening, man. And then you try to network, not just in your daily life, but hell, even when you got nothing or no one in your daily walk of life, you try to interact with people that seem like they're on the same wavelength as you, and then you find out they're full of shit. And then you say, fuck it. I'm gonna go and focus more on my own development. I'm gonna build meaningful relationships. Fuck what's being said in the media. Fuck the bullshit. Why feed into it? I'm gonna try and pull off goodness, but shit, when you go out here, man, ain't nothing out here good. Ain't nothing out here to hope for. Too many people on negativity and fakeness, hatred, judgment, while being undisciplined themselves. They don't care for the truth. They don't care for change. It's just talk. It sounds good. It feel good, but it don't lead to nothing good. So it's just bullshit. People eat it up. They flock after these individuals. If you say anything about them, you're the problem. It's funny to me that people will look at someone because they're a little different as weak, or because they lack a certain height. They don't exude money. It's shitty people. You say it's not the world, it's the people. Look at the animals, look at the plants. Look how easy everything is corruptible. Is it really the fucking plant? Is it really the fucking humans? Or maybe the world is just the way it is. Some would say the world would naturally purify itself. No, the world's just gonna exist. It's just a fucking plane. I will argue that it's a fucking illusion. It's not real. It's only real to the observer. As long as there is primordial breath giving this place life, it just be these animals on it, breeding, shitting every day. With no real intuition. They just believe whatever the cerebral individuals will put down on them, right? Like their religion. They believe they're just as equal as someone who put in the work early, who didn't do low life shit because they found their God or whatever. Now they're better than the person who did the right thing but don't fully follow those religions. So I'm gonna go to hell and they're gonna go to heaven. The fact that something so ridiculous can exist on a collective scale, it just shows how fucked up this place really is. The primordial is the only thing that's good. Everything else is shit. The animals are okay, but it's just an abomination. Like everything in this world is literally the abomination of spirit. I love the animals. I feel bad for the animals. The children, I feel kind of iffy on that. Because most of the time the children follow the parents. And the parents usually just a savage. They're just savages, right? I mean, hey, I was reading up early on, because I was curious. I look up what makes a weak man. And what they brought up was mostly superficial. The real things that make you weak is lack of character. And one person said, it doesn't matter if you're a good or a bad person, you're poor or rich, none of that matters. All that matters is your character. Because that's the only thing that will be eternal, whether you're doing bad things or good things. Whether you're selling crack to an evil crackhead who wants to find someone to prey on and rob so he can get his next hit or her hit. Or you're working an honest job, making slow money, putting up with people's bullshit until you can save up a nest egg and be able to invest. You're not willing to throw people under the bus to save yourself. You're not willing to damn your children into a life of poverty because you were being selfish. You never ratted no one out when they put a gun to your head. That's character, that's real. All that smiles and presentation, all that's fake. Let there be an apocalypse. You'll find out what people really are. And by then it'll be too late. And most people gonna flock after someone who is palatable. Anyone that makes them feel good, they're gonna flock after them and ignore the good man, the righteous man. That's how it always plays out when you're dealing with fools. And fools and the other F word is more common than straight people and wise people. You look at the world, shit, the average man will sell his soul or sell his butthole for some food. He don't have the fucking character to sit right there and say, fuck it, I'll starve and die. I'm not going to sell poison to my community. I'm not going to sell my rectum to another man. Well, I wouldn't say he's a man. He's like a sub-male. But, yeah. That's the world we live in. Like, it's insane. It's garbage. Why have kids here? Look at how fucked up this place is. Beyond just your point of view. Oh, life's what you make it. And, well, my life is good, so it doesn't matter if I bring another person here. Fuck out of here. Another principle of showing that you're a weak man is you have a shit diet. And yeah, my diet, I mostly eat starches, but that's because, one, I'm a vegetarian. Two, that's really what I can afford. And I just had some basmati rice with some black beans, zucchini, and squash with a little bit of seasoning. And, I don't use table salt. I use olive oil and shit like that. But even then, it might be a shit diet. I don't know. Sometimes I eat French fries. You know, I eat them because I would just buy a bag and just eat that. But why would I do all that? Put them in the air fryer and I don't feel nothing when I eat. Then I choke on them. Plus, I can go to a place where I get a drink and fries. Sometimes I sneak me a drink in a water cup, or I just buy me a damn small kid's drink and put some sweet tea in it, and I can get that as much as I want. Now, you might look down on the fact that you can go and get a kid's drink for $1, but why would I spend almost $3 for 20 ounces when I could spend $1 for 12 ounces? I'd be a fool. I'm surrounded by idiots. It's not narcissism to say that. A lot of people, and frankly, are idiots who are trained to think a certain way, but they don't really have intuition or integrity. Yes, if you look at me like the rest of these bots or whatever the hell, you might think I'm a weak man. Hey, I might not be able to pull out 30 pull-ups. One time I used to, a long time ago back when I used to do it every single day, I used to pull out 10, no problem. I can barely do 2 now because I have so much other things going on. And I don't really have time to fully commit myself to working out and stuff. And I know, like, yes, I'm out of shape, but that don't mean I can't punch with 30 pounds weights or resistance in each arm. I still do that when I feel like it. I, I became better at certain things, and some things I became rusty at. Overall, as a person, I became, well, as a soul, whatever, I became wise. I can make more out of doing less with less effort. That's the beauty of wisdom and experience. A fool is always trying to get the most, but he makes the least, or she makes the least out of it. Both, it don't matter what the gender. But then you dealing with a sage, they make a whole lot out of a little bit of nothing. Because as you mature, you realize it's the subtle things that matter, not the big things, not the things you can see. If you look past all the subtle things around you, it'll add up into big things. And I know, dealing with it now. But when I was younger, I used to always train myself to be aware of the subtle things, not the big things. Now I know what's really important. Well, I've been new, but I'm just saying, what's really important is not the big things, just like having success. The smallest of changes lead to the biggest results. But when you're dealing with a fool, they'll ruin all the smallest changes because they are eager to spend exponentially more just to get 4 or 5 times more of a result. But then they can't maintain it, so it ends up being for nothing. It's just a waste. Take your time, do it slow, make a change, and it'll happen. I don't get how the world looks at a weak soul and finds strength because someone is 6 foot tall. I mean, shit, I'm only 5'7", and I'm not that much shorter than that man. But why is he getting looked at like he's exponentially supreme? Like he's just better. He's just taller. Things are easier for him. I guess since it's easy for him, they think it's going to be easier for them if they deal with him, right? And most people will flock to whoever they find palatable or attractive. But then I also seen people be with people who were shorter than me and respect them. Nah, I ain't talking about dating. I'm talking about jobs. I'm talking about everything. And some people uglier. So all that looks maxing, all that working hard, all that working out, all that you gotta be tall, you gotta get leg surgery, man. Y'all motherfuckers ain't thinking. I never thought I would live long enough to see this stupid shit. It was hard back then before the pandemic. But after the pandemic, it's like folks just became stupid. I mean, more stupid. Just preposterous, fuck, preposterously stupid. It's just, man, fuck. I'm glad I don't have children. I love the animals. And some children I might have some love for. Because a lot of them are just like their parents. They're brainwashed. It's like, what the fuck, man? Come on, man. Someone I know in my relative, right? Tell me, man, you ain't gonna bring no kids here. You ain't gonna have no kids, man. Why? This world is shit. You live in your nice house. You get to look back to the days when you were young in the 80s and 70s. And you think life is the same as it was when you were young. Get out of here, man. It's shit. A bitch ain't gonna talk to you unless you're over 6 foot. A job ain't gonna respect you unless you're over 6 foot. They're gonna treat you like shit because you short. If you outshining the tall motherfucker, then the tall motherfuckers are jealous of you. The fucking motherfuckers give you a hard ass time. It's shit all around, shit in, shit out. You listen to someone who did you wrong, they want to apologize. If you accept that apology or let them think they accept that apology, it's going to do the same shit. Boy, I love to get me a fucking... Boy, I love to get my damn Remington, put it upside their head, blow their fucking brains out. That's how I'm feeling, these demons. It's hard to be positive and give you people positive reinforcement, entertainment. When some of us live real fucking life, we don't live in fucking glamour and delusion. We live in fucking reality where, because you're short and small, you're treated like shit. And it's deeper than that. I can go into the whole demonic shit and the hive mind, all that. I'm being mundane right now on a certain level. Because it all goes back to character, and character goes to spirit. We're all just bastardizations of the spirit anyway. Instead of thinking we need to bow down to some egomaniac, sociopath, psychopath, and worship this motherfucker because he gonna send us to hell. We're already in hell. Look at what the world is doing. Look what people are doing. Look, the fact that you need a government is enough to show you. We're living in a fucking madhouse. It's always been shit. The government did a better job in the 60s, in the 90s even, of conditioning people of civility, when most people are only loyal to their own interests. And they'll sell their hindquarters, they'll sell their soul, they'll sell their brother, their mother, their daughter, their sister, their son, their father, whatever, just to get what they want or need. The fact that you know that there are people in prison who will sell their hindquarters, that's what I'm calling it, to get food, fucking junk food. What the fuck? These motherfuckers ain't got a soul. Ain't no damn way. No damn way. I'd rather fucking die. I would sit there, starve to death, and die for what I believe in. I don't care if I lose people. I've already lost people. I lost loved ones that were real that died, and I lost fake people. I feel nothing. Hardly anything makes me happy anymore. I just like to sit and laugh at the bullshit this world produces. They just poop out people like a camel's ass or horse ass. Poop out more and more fools to where it replicates like bullshit. Maggots, disease, exploitation, rape, thievery, evil. Oh, well, I got to eat me something. I have a building I can sleep in, right? I'm not complaining. I'm just telling the truth, man. It's like, dude, I wish I could just put my head in the ground like you. That's easy. It's weak. I can't do that, man. I can't live with myself being weak. Who cares if I don't have a six-pack? What about my fucking character? Who cares if I got a wad of money? I ain't got no character. I got no soul. What good am I, man? I'm no good. I'm worthless. So I had to get more and more shit to validate myself, to not realize I need to work on myself. And it's just like with these other people out here. Like, work on yourself, man. It ain't just about surviving. A lot of you like to put in the truth and the cosmic. I get it, it's a cosmic turd, but you make it seem like it's the demiurge's fault that you can't survive properly. And in some cases, it might be true, but a lot of the time, once you work on yourself, once you detach, once you focus more on what you want to really do and stop feeding into what they've been telling you that you should do, eventually you'll get that. It's just like a bitch. A bitch only wants you when you're not interested. If you constantly chasing her, she doesn't want you because you easy. She wants someone that's out of reach, that can give her things, or she feel like she can get something out of, not she's already getting out of. That's why I don't believe in marriage. That's why I don't really believe in love or even a God. You can call me demonic. I have benevolence. But at the same time, I'm in this malevolent, malefacient place. Where the fuck is your God at when people are getting tortured and raped and homeless and on drugs? People dying of good people too, dying of disease, cancer. The fuck? Lupus, fucking autoimmune diseases or whatever the fuck. It's like cancer, but it's worse because it's harder to get rid of than cancer. You can't get rid of lupus, but you can get rid of cancer. It's a higher chance of getting rid of cancer than it's lupus. I'm speaking from what I know, not for what I think. You can have bone lupus, you can have autoimmune lupus. All of it's autoimmune. It hits you in your skin, it hits you in your organs, it hits you in your bones, it hits you everywhere. It's like cancer. It's just your body's defenses attacking itself, attacking your body, killing you, eating your brain. I've experienced someone real close to me died from it. Eating their brain, eating them alive. It's an evil place. It's evil. Not much good. I'm sorry. I'm honest. I'm an honest whatever. Man, soul, spirit, all. Fuck these words. Fuck all of it. I just take every day with stride. I gotta fight these demons. I gotta finesse these demons. I know that most of y'all who are listening, y'all ain't about shit. Sorry. I wouldn't even say half. I say 70 to 80% of people that are listening. They're not gonna fully listen. They're gonna hear it, hear something they don't like, and leave. Hey, that's their right. So fuck it. I don't care. They're gonna get what they can out of it and leave and give nothing back. Not even to their vicinity around them. They just feed like parasites. They offer nothing of value. Nothing. They come like they're the value, but offer nothing. It's really a bitch-made world. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't fucking care, man. I hope y'all been keeping your embryonic breathing up. I would say my understanding of what makes a man strong or a spirit strong is discipline, having character, patience, humility, the willingness to grow, not physically, but, mentally and spiritually. Being willing to create skills or find skills for oneself, being creative, having integrity when it matters, not when things are easy, having integrity when there's a gun pointed at you and the man's ready to kill you. Are you going to sell out your brother because you don't want to die? Or you say, damn, fuck. Oh well, guess I'm going to have to die then. You going to stick to what you believe? Or you going to fold like a bitch? It's up to you, man. I don't respect no one that I know. I don't give a fuck how big and tall and muscular they are. Everybody can die once you put a knife in their throat and rip it straight through and pull their esophagus and everything out. You know, that it don't matter how tall you are, how muscular you are. You getting fucked up like the short man. And most of the time, it's going to be a short man because most men are short. It's rare that men are tall. That doesn't equate the value or penis size or integrity. It don't, or strength. When you have longer arms, longer legs, you have more leverage. So you're able to make more out of that same motion. And it's less of a strain. Like if you're using your hand or your arm on a crank, you have more reach, you have more leverage. It doesn't always equate to more strength. The shorter man can always work harder and smarter and outdo the tall man. But a savage will think because he's tall, he's strong, he has security. Because the fucking savages. Yes, a strong man should be physically strong enough to defend himself. Train in some sort of fighting discipline. I used to do karate. I did it for a month when I was a kid. Sprained my ankle. And I meant to come back, but I never did. But as I got older, I started doing more discipline, like punching with weight resistance, working out, training my mind beyond my nearsightedness. And I learned to see things without having to see them clearly. I learned to see it even if I can barely see it, But I also did a little bit of iron bone kung fu. And a little bit of boxing, but not much boxing. I never was into it like that. But having discipline is being being a strong man ain't just about having muscles or be willing to knock people out and have sex with a bunch of women. That doesn't mean I'm strong. Because when a good man put a gun in my head and I started telling everything because I'm scared, I'm pooping myself. A man put a gun in my head. I never shit myself. I never pissed myself. I just said, oh shit, damn, I'm gonna die. Fuck, man. I didn't know I was gonna go out like this. I already accepted it. That doesn't mean I'm weak. That means I'm realistic. This motherfucker got a gun in my head. What the fuck can I do? Try and fight him and get shot? He might shoot me somewhere and I'll be a vegetable. Then he'll fucking do something worse than just shoot me in the head. People don't fucking think, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like, it's not I'm being bleak or negative. This is real fucking life. And this is what happens when you give savages weapons. And then you tell the good man, don't have a weapon. Do it this way, do it that way. So we don't come with our weapons and lock you up. But that crook, that low life, he can get away with all kind of shit. And they know who the motherfucker is and don't do shit about it. Oh, it's not about what we know, it's about what we can prove in court. Let it be someone they don't like. Or a good man that had enough, that was fed up. Somehow they'll find a way to take him out. We don't like vigilantes, but y'all fine with criminals. This system, this world, I tell you, man, don't make no sense. If I tried to reach out to the young people and tell them the right thing, they're not going to want to listen. I've done that shit before. And most of these N-words are pretty much the same. Whether they white, black, Asian, to me, they're all N-words. They're all ignorant. They're just low lives. Parents train them to follow the system, but not to build character. Who needs to build character when the government's going to take care of you? Who needs that? Who needs it? They're good. But, I mean, you can have money and have sex and fight. That don't mean I'm a strong man. I'm strong in my own way.